Custom winding of pickups has really been in Schecter's history since the beginning. You know, in the late 70s, early 80s, they were really pioneering, taking some given methods and recipes that were working for people and really expanding on those and creating some of their own sounds and really unique things. Were the first people to come up with the tapped pickup, which actually gives you two, not a humbucker single coil, but two different values of resistance for each pickup. And that kind of opened the floodgates for a lot of people to expand on that.
One of my first recollections of Schecter as a kid, thumbing through magazines and such, was actually reading about, all the replacement parts and pickups. Pickups were actually a big deal. Hot rodding guitars, I think, unlike now, a lot of guitars in the 70s and early 80s didn't have, what people, then considered quality pickups. So Schecter actually made a name for themselves in the beginning by offering replacement pickups, and Dave Schecter actually is credited with designing sort of what is the first dual sound single coil, taking the oversized pole pieces that's kind of become synonymous with Schecter, the look of Schecter pickups, and actually winding, pulling a wire out and continuing the wind, so within the confines of a single coil pickup, actually getting two sounds. And the first Dire Straits record, Mark Knopfler, his sort of in-between, out-of-phasey sound is a lot of the Schecter pickups, which sort of became his trademark sound back then. And again, that's what I remember of Schecter, the cool Super Rock, Monster Tone, and all those great ads from the black and white ads from the 70s and 80s. So what we tried to do, since throughout doing custom guitars, besides using EMG and Seymour Duncan, we've always used some boutique pickups, Van Zandt, Lindy Fralin, Bare Knuckles. Always trying to find the cool little niche pickup to offer them around guitars. But as we got added John Gadesi and Kevin Hare to our custom shop team, they both came with a wealth of knowledge, winding pickups. Besides that, I think I've probably had just about every pickup in a guitar imaginable, always tinkering and trying, seeing if that was different. So I think we combine that knowledge to really offer what is a new Schecter sound in 6-string, 7-string, and 8-string, but also with a nod to our past. We went back and sort of reverse engineered some of the cool old single coil pickups that we were had here, and bought them off eBay, and the Super Rock and the Z Plus, to really figure out what was cool and different about their techniques back then. And I think we've applied that to sort of a reproduction of those great 70s Schecter pickups. So that will be something that's available not only in our USA production and Masterworks guitars, but probably also through a select few Schecter custom shop dealers throughout the world. So in addition to the classic Schecter design, Super Rock, Monster Tone, Z Plus, we've started to develop a new modern Schecter pickup of this era. And one of the first designs we've come up with is called the Pasadena. Alnico magnet, sort of a medium output, very California sounding, and a slightly hotter version that has a ceramic magnet that's affectionately known as the Sunset Strip. So those are some pickups that are actually shipping in the first run of the USA production guitars. And then since Schecter, a lot of our audience plays harder rock now, we're actually kind of combining the oversized pole pieces of the Schecter past with a modern pickup design into sort of an oval wound hot pickup, and that's going to be called the San Andreas, keeping with the whole California theme that we seem to be running with. But so definitely a lot of cool, interesting pickups that we'll be coming with and tinkering in and out. And this is definitely a fun part of the new Schecter that really excites me, if you can't tell by my face.